My journey in Mongolia brings me to Arkhangai province, slightly west of the country's center after an 8-hour trip from Ulaanbaatar. Here, I'll be renting a 150cc manual motorbike for an off-road adventure through remote Mongolia, one of my ultimate travel dreams. There's a unique freedom in motorbiking that fuels my love for the open road and the thrill of discovery. In this video, I'm joined by Ray, a fellow Canadian traveler I met in Ulaanbaatar, and together we'll tackle Mongolia's dirt roads. It's a ride full of challenges, from mastering my first manual bike to navigating unpredictable terrain and traffic. Along the way, I find myself and Ray stranded in a massive river deep in the wilderness, facing one of my greatest fears to date.
Hello, good morning from rural Mongolia. We're in Arkhangai province. I'll be riding with Ray today. If you've seen my last vlog, you'll be seeing him driving together with me from Ulaanbaatar. The staff here from the guest house that I've been staying at, Fairfield, have been really great at testing this ride, just motorbike itself. And I'm so excited. This is one of the things I've always wanted to do in Mongolia. So the bike that we'll be riding, I think will be 150 and Ray will be 200. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous but excited, so hopefully there won't be much of a problem, but that's part of the adventure in the country like Mongolia, I think. I'm going for a test drive. No, test ride. Back to neutral.
Learning to ride a manual motorbike was both nerve-wracking and exciting. Initially, managing the gears and balance felt challenging, but with guidance from Ray, an experienced rider, I began to grasp the fundamentals. Though I didn't feel entirely prepared, I reached a point where I could ride independently. From there, it was about building the confidence to keep progressing. It was difficult but ultimately very rewarding.
Thank goodness for Ray. If you have been following my travels for a while, you'll know by now that riding a motorbike is one of my favorite ways to actually explore off-the-beaten-path destinations. I've had the privilege to ride motorbike in countries such as Serbia, Thailand, Vietnam, Albania, or even Taiwan. And now I actually get the opportunity to ride a motorbike in Mongolia. How exciting! Before arriving in Mongolia, I made sure to research what sort of documents I would need to ride abroad. And this is where today's video sponsor, the International Drivers Association, comes in handy. If you're planning to drive or ride in another country, having an international driving permit or IDP is essential. The IDP from International Drivers Association is valid in over 150 countries, including the ones I've ridden in. I applied for this in just 8 minutes. It was so easy. I just needed to fill up my details online to have this delivered to my doorstep. I actually opted for having both digital and a booklet just because I wanted to be safe and be prepared just in case. But I highly recommend getting your IDP through International Drivers Association by clicking the link at the very top of my description box, and please make sure to include this very special code I have for you for an extra 10% off. Thank you so much to International Drivers Association for sponsoring today's video, because now I can ride peacefully and happily in Mongolia. Let's go. Now the real question is, how am I going to pack all of my stuff onto this bike? Will I be able to do that myself? Yeah, that's good. Now, okay. Good. Yeah. Don't know if you can hear me. Okay. A bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous. Yes. Yes. Bella. Right, we are rolling. Woo! Woo-hoo! We are rolling. Oh.
We left the guest house and started making our way out of the city. It felt good to leave the bustle behind and head into more open space. Riding through the streets and weaving through traffic, there was something satisfying about it. Once we crossed the toll, we hit the dirt roads and the ride got even bumpier. It wasn't always easy, but with Ray there, I felt more comfortable. We stopped at a petrol station for a quick break, and while the toilet wasn't exactly what I'd call luxurious, the view from that definitely made up for it. It was a small reminder that sometimes it's the unexpected things that make the journey even more memorable.
Right, we're making a quick stop for Ray to actually fill up fuel. But I need to go to the toilet and I'll show you what toilet in Mongolia looks like. It's been such a mad morning. I'm loving it. And look at this. Look at this wide landscape in Mongolia. And that's your open toilet. Welcome to Mongolian toilet. It's a simple hole on the ground, exposed. I mean, there's a bit of a door. Wish me luck, guys. Ray was asking, how was that? What else could I answer? Smell was foul, but it's a luxurious experience with the view actually.
Yeah, no door?
That was the door, but the amount of someone else's poo, you feel so exposed. That's Mongolia. Crazy day! The element is insane. The wind. You're so exposed to this element. Makes you feel alive. The sun, the wind, the dust, everything all at once. Good. Woo! This bike is meant for this kind of terrain, I think.
We continued along the dirt roads where the rough terrain required careful attention to the bike. The ride was challenging at times, but the views made it worth every moment. Riding through the open landscape was not only thrilling but also gave me a real sense of freedom. We stopped for lunch, took a moment to assess our progress, and checked the map to see how far we had come. It was a good opportunity to regroup, but there was still so much more ahead.
Look at this stunning landscape behind me. We are just stopping for lunch and I am gobsmacked. Wow, this river. And you see a couple of locals fishing. Just stunning. And that's our bike. We've been taking a couple of photos. So we've got packed lunch from the guest house we stayed at. I had ordered beef sandwich, which feels like a 5-star dining meal today. Wow, much needed. Are we halfway?
No. About a third. I think our little town's right about there.
Okay.
Oh, it's not even
Oh,
closer.
it's not far. That's the hot spring.
Yeah, so we're like a solid third.
Yeah. The worst case, we'll just make ourselves comfortable with those people at the gear.
Like one of these ones,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think we're okay.
We pressed on, venturing into one of the most challenging stretches of the ride. The terrain grew increasingly rugged, demanding more focus and skill with each kilometer.
Put it in first gear and just crawl through. Gas is your friend. 3,000. What I was gonna say is like get into about second gear, really giving her. Okay, you might have to shift down to about first.
Okay.
But like gas is gonna be your friend on this. Like
Yeah.
don't lose like this. Like if you start to feel like you're getting unstable or it's like slower, more gas.
Yeah.
Don't worry what the revs of that motor are doing. Just whap, whap, whap. If you have to stand up on the foot pegs a little bit.
I need a breather. Look at that.
I'll do it
You go
first.
ahead. Yeah.
You can walk, okay?
Yeah. That's a bit of a height. You can't really see it probably here because it flattens it. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck.
So good, I was coming back to Hawaii.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I need 1 second to breathe. Oh. But just look at this background. It's stunning. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Trying to figure out how far are we from the town that we're supposed to be
Yeah,
in.
like I said, 60 kilometers. We're about 60 k's still.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
It's almost 3 and we're already there. You just want to stop every second here. Just appreciate the beauty, but you can't. You need to keep riding. Let's go. How are you feeling?
So good. So fantastic. Unbelievable.
It's so cool, like complete freedom, no traffic, wide open landscape. Cannot beat this feeling. stopping over quickly just for a stretch.
I don't know if you can see, but over there are vultures. That is gigantic bird.
Insane. This is the challenging part, traveling in Mongolia, like completely remote. Everything looks similar and tracks are pretty much completely non-readable. I mean,
There are like well-paved tracks over here, but we are not sure whether we should go that way, there,
Yeah, we can go both, we can go either way.
or that way. Okay.
oh my god, we have to have a river crossing. Why? I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared mentally.
Thank goodness for Ray. He's going to do it first. Oh jeez. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh no. God, look at him! Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
I'm scared. Oh, this is really out of my depth. I can't. I'm too scared. Too scared.